Learning a second language is a process that implies a great effort by the learner. In this process, there are many factors that affect the learner's learning achievements. These factors are cognitive ability, learning interest, motivation, attitude, and language anxiety. From these factors, language anxiety plays an important role in either learning or teaching. Thus, language anxiety is considered one of the most important affective factors influencing the success of language learning, being speaking the most anxiety-provoking aspect in a second language learning situation. Let's go back to our past. Let's go to the time when we were language students. Let's imagine a situation that requires the use of a second language. For instance, questions to be answered in front of others, oral presentations, or even worse, oral tests. Which of these feelings did you evidence when you were a learner? Feelings of tension, feelings of apprehension, nervousness, or worry when your teacher asked you to develop a learning task in which there is a need to write, listen, read, and even worse, speak in the target language? Have you experienced any of these foreign language society manifestations? Changes in the rhythm and the intonation, forgetting the words and phrases already learned, freezing up when called on to perform, nervously laughing, providing short responses, avoiding eye contact, blushing, sweaty palms, shaking hands, dry mouth, muscle tension, cutting class, sitting in the last row, coming unprepared to class, and avoiding participation to speak in the foreign language in front of others. In fact, language anxiety deals with learner psychology in terms of their feelings, self-esteem, and self-confidence, contributing directly to learners' poor linguistic performance. In this concern, learners' anxiety can be evidenced through various behavioral responses, such as difficulty in concentrating, forgetfulness, or avoidance behavior, leading to a vicious circle causing low learning achievement. Additionally, these behaviors or actions reduce social interactions, and therefore, there are fewer initiations of conversations, less participation in discussions, more allowance for silent periods in the dialogue, fewer instances of silence breakers, and shorter speaking periods in front of an audience. Furthermore, 3 components in foreign language anxiety have been identified. The first one is communication apprehension, that occurs when learners do not feel comfortable communicating in the target language in front of others, due to their limited knowledge of the language, especially in relation to speaking and listening skills. The second is fear of negative evaluation, that occurs when the learners do not consider language errors as a natural part of the learning process, but as a threat to their image and a source for negative evaluations either from the teacher or their classmates. Because of this, learners are silent and do not participate in language activities. The last one is test anxiety, that occurs when learners consider the foreign language process, and especially oral production, as a test situation, rather than an opportunity for communication and skill improvement.
Created using Powtoon.